Hey everyone, welcome to Flash Cycle, a webinar dedicated to all things sterile processing. I'm Clayton, and I'll be your guide as we discuss the newest trends and technologies and have conversations with leaders in the industry about their personal journeys. Join us today as we dive right into the world of sterile processing.
Today I have Brian Reed and Alex Brown with me. Two perfect guests for today's topic. We are going to be discussing UF Shands, and Ascendco is awarding them SPD of the Year. We're going to kind of discuss why. Couple introductions first, though. Alex Brown, platform specialist at UF Shands. Can you kind of discuss a little bit about what you do day to day? Some of the things that you're able to offer to UF Shands while you are on site?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Alex. I'm the full-time on-site platform specialist for UF Shands. So I support their everyday operations. So anything related to SQ track or sonar and our advanced analytics. So I'll pull reports. I offer guidance. Any kind of technical support. So on the ground technical support I handle. I also do collaborative meetings between supply chain, the OR, and IT. So anything like that. And I also host almost daily in-services around sonar and its usage.
I love it.
He's the man with the beard behind the operation.
Yeah.
Every good operation has a man with a beard behind it, and that's Alex.
Yes.
I'm there.
Yes, true man of the people, boots on the ground. We love it. That's a huge role for them, and we'll discuss that a little more in depth here shortly. And then Brian Reed, CEO of Ascendco Health. Thank you for joining us today, of course. It's perfect having you on here today as we give this award to kind of, give your perspective on what's going right over there. Can you talk to me a little bit about, collaborating with Ascendco and using sonar? It really drives efficiencies for sterile processing. Looking at, the success at UF Shands, what would you hope other health systems could really take away from their journey in partnership with Ascendco?
Yeah, I give UF Health a lot of credit for the way they set up the dynamic team. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You don't bring in smart people and tell them what to do. You listen to them, and that was the biggest thing that I saw occur is they set a standard on their meetings where it wasn't hierarchical. Everybody had an opportunity to speak up. And, one of the things that we spoke up about is so often when you start talking about an offsite reprocessing center, there's a tremendous amount of focus on, the land, the location of the offsite reprocessing center, or the design bricks and mortar of the facility. And, quite frankly, those are the two easiest things to achieve and accomplish, right? They're the most defined things. People gravitate to them because that's what they understand. And so where we were able to offer a voice is in the things that people like to talk less about, like pref card efficiency or the flow of instrumentation, the logistics and checkpoints of those so you have transparency, ensuring that you have enough instrumentation. So we were given the ability to have a voice. And so I think that contributed a lot to their planning process. And that would be the one thing that stands out to me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a great one too. Alex, they really use data and analytics to kind of leverage some of these decisions. And how important were these aspects to ensure efficiency and enhance their workflows, specifically to UF Shands?
Paramount, absolutely paramount. It's wild because when you approach these projects without something like the Ascendco platform, it's such like a nebulous problem, right? So you say, oh, we need to make our pref cards more accurate. How do we do that? Like there's hundreds of pref cards. How do we organize this into a digestible way that we can actually make actionable changes on these? And our platform provides that. It really does break everything down in something digestible, something that I can export into a PDF or a presentation as a deliverable, present it to the leads and the directors, and they can be like, oh yeah, yes, I signed off on these changes. We submit it and it's done almost instantly. Like we don't have this like, oh, I don't know how to do this. This is too big of a problem. It's just overwhelming. I just don't know where to start. we have a starting point and how to and like a plan on how to accomplish these goals.
It's funny, like you shouldn't have to convince somebody to use analytics. The stakes are so high on this. When you move to an offsite reprocessing center, you have one chance to get it right. If you screw it up, you will never regain the confidence of your operating room. So it would be like, you would equate it to spending a night outside in Antarctica, right? You wouldn't look at a sleeping bag and see if it just feels puffy enough to survive. You're going to find a sleeping bag that's rated for the temperatures that you're sleeping in. That's what data is. If you get it wrong, you wake up in the morning and you're a brick, right? You're cold. But if you get it wrong in the offsite, you're never going to gain the confidence of the operating room, regain their confidence. So you have to
And the operating room does not give second chances.
Yeah,
Right.
you just
No,
have to use
perfectly
data.
said. They sure don't. You have to get that right. There's not a lot of room for error. You want to make sure that you do get that right. And then Brian, perfect segue into the next question. So how can SPDs use this data and analytics to really justify investments, like adding additional employees, showing return on their investments, like efficiency, cost savings, and then ultimately the patient outcomes?
Yeah. So again, that's not something we should have to convince people to do either. So sterile processings have historically made cases for investment or more resources based on perception, touch and feel. And often, we try to, continue to rely on the methods that we used in the past, right, moving forward. But what's happening is, the rest of the hospital is leaning into data and they're leveraging that information to justify their decisions. So sterile processing's ability to justify something without data is diminishing. It's diminishing greatly. So the fact of the matter is again, there should be no need to persuade someone to use data. You either use data or you're not going to get what you need to run your department. That's a fact in today's world.
No, absolutely. It's really important to kind of understand, the needs for the department. They're specific to every place, and if you don't truly use, analytics and data to kind of leverage these decisions, you're gonna be in a bad spot. As we highlight some of the success at UF Shands, we're really celebrating patient care is what we're doing. They're getting the best patient care possible, and it's really rewarding, working for Ascendco Health and Sonar to see us pair and collaborate with UF Shands on this and kind of see their journey really unfold. I know it's been probably about a year now that they've kind of been live at their facility, and for that to only be up that short amount of time, and here we are rewarding them best SPD. It's really a testament to the collaboration piece. So Alex, really quickly, your boots on ground, you're there every day. Where is there room for improvement? What's the next level? What can we do so next year they're even in a better spot?
So the next level is going to be automation and e-procurement. So really leveraging our advanced analytics to really lean out our e-procurement process. Right now, we do utilize like manual pulled usage reports and missing instrument reports from our platform, but being able to automate that into the upcoming Summit platform is going to be absolutely game changing.
Yeah, I love it. Really utilizing all the modules available on Sonar is going to put your facility in the best spot possible. Love to hear that they're proactive in all the approaches for really trying to include everything that we have to offer for them is really big. So Brian, any last words, anything you want to send us off with today?
Yeah, we'll just keep doing what Alex tells us to do, and I think we'll be on the right path.
Yeah, I think if anybody does that, they'll certainly be heading towards the right direction. Yeah, you're
Too much.
you being on site is invaluable, I'm sure, for them. Having a platform specialist on site really kind of helps put out some fires when in the moment kind of stuff. So what you do there is invaluable. I'm sure they love having you. You do great work on our side, so I'm sure that collaboration piece right there is vital for them.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So this is a nice short one today, guys. I appreciate you spending some time with us coming off of SPD week. You know, we're high in celebrations. UF Shands did a great job over this past year, and that's why, you know, they're kind of rewarded with this Ascendco's SPD of the year. I really appreciate you guys being on. We'll see you for the next Flash Cycle.